You went into war at 17. It's almost unimaginable, and the things that you did and experienced. There's a reason why they call your generation the greatest generation.
Thank you.
There was about 16 million folks involved in World War II. We're down to about 167,000 today. In that 167,000 are a group gathered here. And there's nothing more appropriate than just saying the words, thank you for your service.
Today we have 14 World War II veterans and our first Holocaust survivor on our Soaring Valor trip.
Have a good time, all right?
I always have a good time.
They all came from the Reno, Nevada area, and we paired them up with 20 high school students.
Thank you for your service, sir. Have a good flight.
American Airlines is a great supporter of the Gary Sinise Foundation, and they sponsored the flight.
Welcome aboard.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please prepare for takeoff.
It's a great honor and privilege to have you with us here tonight at your museum.
Wow, what a job that had to be, getting the airplanes up there.
World War II was one of the most important events in human history. That's not an overstatement. It's big, it's a complex story, but it's your story, and it's one that needs to be told.
I enlisted as a combat air crewman. I only had one malfunction, which wasn't my fault, I don't believe. But bomb bays opened, the bomb went, my loafer went, my screwdriver went, and almost me.
To all our students here today, welcome to Soaring Valor, and please remember that you and I are the beneficiaries of the actions and sacrifices of the honored men and women in this room. So get to know your wonderful veterans. This is an incredible opportunity to learn from them.
The Gary Sinise Foundation funds an oral historian, and that position is so important because recording the stories of these World War II veterans is crucial to our mission.
I think it's wonderful to be able to impart some of the history that went on, stuff I hope they never see.
It's like a first-hand experience, and I've never had that with history before like this, and just hearing his stories and stuff is crazy.
Watching my students engaging with these veterans, I'm just blown away. It's phenomenal. I don't know how else to describe it.
We also had cables across the carrier. When we came back in, they had tail hooks to catch the cable.
So you were in charge of making sure they all landed safely and stuff?
Yep.
I've been texting my dad and saying recounting all these stories.
You're familiar with the 105 highways?
That's it, 105s, that's it. I was the age of 18 when I went to war, and right now I'm looking at it and how could that possibly have happened?
I've gotten to know Anthony, and he is honestly the most inspiring and amazing person I've ever met.
I was in the Third Army. We helped liberate Buchenwald outside of Jena, Germany.
They were nice. The Americans, they were nice to me, you know. They give me a chocolate bar.
Nick, he is a Holocaust survivor, so hearing stories of him growing up, it really changes your perspective on what we have and what we call home and freedom.
I was 5 different concentration camps. My footsteps are still there.
You are part of the 24th Soaring Valor trip, which has brought 1,277 veterans, Holocaust survivors, homefront workers, their companions, and high school students to the museum since 2015.
And what we've seen so far today has been absolutely unbelievable, and I think everybody in this country should see it.
Did you enjoy the victory bells? The show?
Oh yes, the girls. Oh.
You must remember this. Our kisses just
Our victory bells bring joy to our visitors and guests, just as the canteen did back during wartime.
Oh, it was awesome. The girls were so much like Patty, Maxine, and Laverne, and it was really something else. Well, I have an awful lot of memories. And then when she asked me to dance, I haven't danced in years.
I was surprised.
You were, okay, the old man's got a little spark in him yet.
This
I love it. I love every minute of it.
It was so cool to see a bit of that time period and also see how happy everybody was watching it.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this whole thing very much.
These trips are truly incredible. They're brought to us by the American people who donate to the Gary Sinise Foundation because they believe in the mission of bringing the students and the World War II veterans together.
They're going to inherit our world.
And it's really remarkable to see the veterans and the high school students come together, hear their stories. It's a living history.
He was a Marine just like my great-grandpa, and you know, that was really cool because I used to hear stories from him, but he passed when I was pretty little, so I take home a much greater appreciation for the sacrifices and the bravery of our World War II veterans.
I didn't know anything about this war, and the fact that I got to experience it noon here was just amazing.
Had a great time. She's been so precious. I'm going to adopt her.
Oh, thank you.